How might your life be different if there had been a place for you?
A place for you to go, a place of women.
A place where you were nurtured from an ancient flow,
sustaining you and steadying you
as you sought to become yourself.
A place of women to help you find and trust.
The ancient flow.
It's the ancient flow.
The ancient flow already there within you.
A place of women. How might your life be different? I created Maiden Spirit because I felt that there were so many girls in the communities that I was sharing my life with that didn't really seem to have a girl-affirming program to participate in, and especially to have the experience of a girl-affirming community with mentors that had not only maybe a physical component of empowerment, but also included the psychological and the spiritual component of providing for the self-esteem development support system. The girls are encouraged to begin at age 9 and continue through their first moon rite of passage and beyond. And so a really important component to Maiden Spirit, although it's only a piece of a bigger picture, is to prepare girls to experience a celebrated and conscious rite of passage at menarche, which is also another aspect of what makes Maiden Spirit so special, unusual, and part of also why the unmet need that it provides for.
And I would say that it really is about learning about the self in the community of young girls, of coming of age, of women, of, you know, humanity that is kind of closely kept secret, or somehow that there isn't talked about as part of the norm. And so that's one reason I would really encourage. And I remember years ago reading a book called Circle of Stones, and there was a question in there that said, how different would your life be if when you started your period, your father had celebrated with you? And it happened that we were at the dinner table when Julia started her period, and Stan celebrated with us. And I'm like, her life is never going to be the same because her father celebrated that with her and with us. And so if there's no other reason than to do this program, then that is like, that changes generations. And it allows allows other young girls to really step in their womanhood like it's an honored thing in our culture. And you don't see that very often.
Well, how do you feel about your daughter participating in Maiden Spirit?
Well, I feel very good about it in that it's what she wants to do. And when she brings home the excitement and the balance and just the joy of what she's been doing for that last session, it makes me feel very good, because I see that as a father of a daughter and growing up in today's world and everything, for her to be able to feel confident and to understand herself and her nature and who she is, I think makes me feel good as a dad. I would recommend for dads, for their daughters, is what I see in Maiden Spirit is the opportunity for them as they grow to get the first impression of who they are from themselves, rather than the first impression of who they are from somebody else. And that way, as they go through the world, they'll have that foundation to be able to meet the challenges that they will face, and with confidence and compassion.
For one thing, you know, when they're younger and they're 9 and 10, the relationship is much easier between the parent and the mom and the child. But when they start getting to the age where they have their first moon and they're turning teenagers, then I feel like it's really important that they have a mentor outside of the mom and daughter relationship, that they have somebody that they can trust, that they can talk with, that they can open up to, and also be open to hearing the things that they're not willing to hear from their parent, because that's part of what happens. And so I think that for Maiden Spirit, you have kids of like age, which is great. And then you have mentors, which is awesome. And then you have all these things that are brought into them with the meditation and the learning, you know, doing the arts and just singing and and I hear you laughing all the time. I love it. I mean, I love to hear the laughter when I'm sitting in the other room and just knowing that these kids are having so much fun, and you are too. You know, so it's. I think for that, it's just a gift to the kids.